We are coming for you. There will be no sanctuaries, no negotiations. US tell Boko Haram, ISWAP, other terrorists in Nigeria. We are coming for you. There will be no sanctuaries, no negotiations. The United States of America has doubled down on the threat by President Donald Trump to go after terrorists behind the minds of Christians and innocent citizens in Nigeria. US Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, who was directed by Trump to design a war plan against the buyers, has vowed that US would smoke out the buyers. He said US would unleash our military might on them, declaring that there will be no hiding place for any of them, as their hideout and information are not hidden from US microscopic lens. Hegseth said in a statement to Boko Haram, ISWAP, and the Fulani militants, "You have targeted Christians because you believe no one will come to their defense. You were wrong. The United States military is the most lethal fighting force in human history, and we are coming for you. There will be no negotiations. There will be no warnings. There will be no sanctuary. The buyers should know this. American warriors do not sleep. Our satellites see you. Our drones hunt you. Our operators trained for you. You cannot hide in your jungles or your deserts or your mountains. When you hear the reaper overhead, you may fall to your knees and beg for divine intervention. I have news for you. God heard your victim's prayer first. We are his answers. Yes, so thank you, Jari. Yes. In the statement titled A Message to the American People and the World, the US Secretary of War assured of the preparedness of the Trump-led administration to protect Christian communities all over the world. From Protect, he said, there is no greater failure of leadership than knowing evil exists and you choose to look away. Yes, that's the problem. They just choose to look away. For years, the world has known that Christians in Nigeria have been systematically slaughtered, and the world has done nothing. That ends now. You push your come fast. I am a soldier. I have fought terrorists in Iraq, in Afghanistan. I know what Islamic extremism looks like when it targets the innocent. I know the smell of burning villages. I know the silence that follows mass murder. And I know the one truth that separates warriors from bureaucrats. Evil only grows when good men fail to act. In Nigeria, we are witnessing one of the greatest crimes against humanity in modern history, and it has been deliberately hidden, minimized, and explained away by those who lack the courage to name it. Since 2009, 135,000 Christians have been killed for their faith in Nigeria. Let me repeat that. 125,000 Christians murdered. In 2025 alone, we are averaging 32 Christians deaths per day. More than 19,000 churches have been destroyed. That's 3 churches per day, every day, for 16 years. Over 1,100 entire Christian communities have been permanently erased from the map. That is not farmer-herders conflict. This is not climate change. This is not resource competition. This is genocide. Yes, it's genocide. When militants attack a Catholic church on Pentecost Sunday and slaughter 40 worshippers, that is not a land dispute. When armed jihadists raid Christian villages on Christmas Day, buying 300 people, including children, that is not ethnic tension. When terrorists chant Allah Akbar while burning families alive in their homes, that is not complexity, that is evil. And yet, if you read the New York Times, CNN, or the Guardian, you will see the word Christian. You read about sectarian violence and pastoral conflict and climate-driven migration pressures. When a local Catholic bishop states plainly that 40 of my people were not died because of global warming, but because they were Christians, the global media ignores him. This deliberate erasure, this refusal to name the victims and identify their murderers is a form of complicity. The mainstream media has chosen narrative over truth, and in doing so, they have become enablers of genocide. The Nigerian government's complicity is equally clear. On October 14, 2025, a pastor warned the Nigerian army that Fulani militants were preparing to attack his village. Instead of deploying troops, the army accused the pastor of spreading misinformation. Hours later, 13 Christians were murdered, including a 6-year-old child. No apology was issued, no arrest was made, no protection was provided. When it takes 3 years to arraign suspects in a church massacre that killed 40 people, when military commanders refuse to engage terrorists whose locations are known, when government officials frame systematic religious persecution as climate change, we are not witnessing failure, we are witnessing collaboration. Yes. Previous American administration understood this. In December 2020, the United States of America designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern for systematic violation of religious freedom. It was a necessary and justified recognition of reality. Then, in November 2021, the Biden administration removed that designation. Even as the violence escalated, even as the body count rose, even as churches continued to burn, they chose diplomacy over truth, and Christians paid the price in blood. For 4 years, the international community has issued statements, held conferences, and expressed concern. For 4 years, Christians have continued to buy 32 per day, every day, without pause. President Trump has had enough. I have had enough. And America has had enough. On October 31st, 2025, President Trump designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern. That designation came with a presidential directive to this department: prepare operational plans to protect Christians and eliminate the terrorists who are slaughtering them. Let me be absolutely clear about this, what this means. To the Nigerian government, you have enabled this genocide through your inaction, your corruption, and your complicity. All military and financial aid to your government is suspended, effective immediately. If you will not protect your Christian citizens, we will, with or without your permission. To the Christian of Nigeria, for 16 years, you have endured unspeakable suffering. While the world looked away, you have buried your children, rebuilt your churches, and maintained your faith in the face of extermination. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. America stands with you, and America's warriors are coming. To the American people, some will call this intervention. Some will warn of unintended consequences. Some will counsel restraint. These are the same voices that counseled restraint while 125,000 Christians were murdered. These are the same voices that prioritize process over justice, diplomacy over actions, and global opinions over American values. I am not interested in their advice. I've spent my adult life studying warfare and practicing it. I have led men in combat. I have made life and death decisions under fire. I know the difference between necessary force and reckless regression. What we are preparing to do in Nigeria is not reckless. It is righteous. Yes, so tell them it is not reckless at all. But please, you people should come fast. Please. Listeners, what do you think? Don't forget to like, to share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.